Alright, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Wakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone that rule impeccably well, and Shalom to the Akim that's pushing his truth in sincerity across the four winds. Right, I just want to get into this video. It's going to be like a World War III update, concerning Russia and its continual ICBM, improvements, right? Because, if you're in this truth, or if you're in general, if you're just tapped into the news, you're going to know for sure that World War III has already begun, right? The World War III has already begun. That's going to usher in the emergence of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, cracking those clouds. Right now, we have a lot of signs that World War III has already begun, man. Right? You have all the tensions in the world. You have the tensions, most notably with Russia and the United States of America. United States of America with, Korea, North Korea, China. Tensions with various other countries, Iran. And a whole load of different tensions that are going on and brewing around the world, man. As the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. Now, you're seeing an emergence of all these other smaller nations, notably, India, that are basically getting their weaponry in effect, man, right? Getting their weaponry on point. And buying missiles and ICBMs and stacking up on military armor, man, because everyone knows, every country knows right now in the world that something big is coming, and all countries upon the face of the earth want to be prepared for when that thing happens, man, right? Which is a natural thing. If you're a nation of people and you believe that war is coming, especially with the presence of the United States, the big bully of the world, right? You know that war is coming, so what are you going to do? You're going to try and prepare for that war the best that you can. And that's what you're seeing all of these smaller countries doing. Now, the big boys, speaking of Russia, the United States of America, they're continually, putting money into their defense program and their offense programs, man. Right? That's a continual thing. That's throughout the whole year. They're pumping money into making sure, or trying to make sure, that they have the best weaponry and technology possible for this coming war that is going to be World War III, man. Because this is really the war that's going to be to end all wars, man. And after this, there is going to be no more wars, man. Right? Because, when Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds and comes back and they turn on him to try and take down the Lord, that's going to be a battle that is not going to last very long, man. Because the Lord is going to take these guys out all together. He's going to couple them into one and he's going to take them out, man. Right? So that's how this is really going to go down. Right? So these nations, and these countries, they believe that, they're fighting for their own cause, but in the end, what's going to happen, they're all going to really join together and fight against Yahweh Shai. Right? That's really the end all and be all of this story, and they're not going to win, and they're going to be defeated. And the 12 tribes, which is you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the elect of you, are going to put the nations in captivity, man. Right? The elect of the nation of Israel are going to put you into captivity. Yeah? That's really how the story is going to go. But I'll read this article. It says, Russia is testing new tech for its ICBMs that could defeat NATO missile defenses, man. Right? Now, anyone that thought World War III wasn't going to happen, then, explain why all of these things are happening. Explain why Russia is testing ICBMs. Explain why the US is also testing ICBMs, and any other country is doing it, man. Why are they testing these things, man? Because they're testing them because they're going to use them, man. Right? They're not just making these instruments of death for fun to set up in a big building where they can just go and look at it. These things are being made. This technology is being made for the purpose of destroying other nations, man. That's a fact, right? No country is going to pump so much funding into a project that's going to lead to nothing. That's what people don't understand. These weapons are going to be used very, very soon. That's why it's important, you know, if you're an Israelite, you know, if you're a Negro, Hispanic, or Native American for your father's line, and you've stumbled onto this truth, it's important now to seek the Lord now while he may be found, man. Because soon enough, when World War III happens, and, you know, the institution of the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, you want to be sealed in that day, man. You want to be protected by the wings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai from all that havoc that's going to be reaped upon the earth, man. So it's important that you get this word now, right? If you are indeed an Israelite. If you ain't an Israelite, then this word does not pertain unto you, and you're going to get caught up in the middle and eventually go into slavery, like I said in the beginning of the video, right? So it says here, Russia says test fired an ICBM with technology that could defeat Western missile defense systems, right? The launch was the second such test in Russia conducted in 2017, and the missile could have been equipped with hypersonic re-entry vehicles, man, right? Russia has been very vocal about its disapproval of American defense systems in Europe and Asia. And, you know, you got America, they've got their troops all over the world pretty much, man. So they're strategically, they've already, you know, surrounded certain nations into like a situation of being helpless, man, right? Because the scriptures say neither he stay at home. He don't even stay at home. He's put his turf and his troops on most of the world, man. So he's surround, you know, they're trying to surround Russia. They're trying to surround all the major powers into submitting without even launching any missiles, man, right? But you know, Russia sees this. Other nations see, you know, that what America is doing, man, and they're sick and tired of it, man, right? Because America is not what it used to be, man, right? It's lost that shine, it's lost that glimmer, man. People are not actually scared of America anymore, and that's what's making America as a nation tremble, man. Because they know they're trying to, you know, when you got the bully in school and you finally stand up to the bully, what's gonna happen, man? The bully is gonna start panicking, man, and he's gonna try and reinsert his authority over you even more, right? He's gonna find some next tactics to come back even stronger to do what? To reestablish that dominance that he once had over you. But that's not gonna actually happen with America, man, because they're going down, man, right? And so are the other nations going down, right? China ain't going, you know, to suddenly become the next superpower. Russia's not gonna become the next superpower of the world, man. It's gonna end with America, man, right? And it says the Russian Strategic Missile Forces, the branch of the military responsible for Russia's intercontinental ballistic missiles, say that they test-fired an RS-12M Topol ICBM in the closing days of 2017. So, look, an intercontinental ballistic missile means it travels through continents, man. It goes from one place to another place, man. Why would such missiles be developed and created if nuclear war wasn't planning on being happening, man? Right? This is a sure thing. This is going to happen, man. These missiles, the technology of these missiles are getting better and better, man. And the range of these missiles is pretty much perfected, man. Right? The firing took place at the Kapustin Yar practice range in the southern Astrakhan region, just northwest of the border of Kazakhstan. Russia has been in the process of modernizing and revamping its ICBM arsenal and has inducted 80 new ICBMs in the last 5 years. 80 new ICBMs, man, in the last 5 years, right? According to the diplomat, from the 2012 to 2017, Russia conducted over 40 successful ICBM tests, man, right? Russia has been in the process of modernizing and revamping its ICBM arsenal and has inducted 80 new ICBMs since the last 5 years. I read that already, Salakia. Notably, the RS-12M Topol missile was equipped with the prospective armament that would allow it to overcome missile defense systems, according to the Russian Ministry of Defense. And that's what everyone wants to do. They want to make this technology to overcome missile defense systems, man, right? And that pretty much, man, that's going to be perfected, man. That is definitely going to be perfected. Those missile defense systems that America has, man, the Lord is going to have it where all the other nations are going to go straight through that, man. It's not going to work, man. You know, it ain't going to work. The Lord is going to cause it to fail, man, so they can be destroyed, right? During the test, specialists obtained experimental data that would be used in the interest of developing effective means of overcoming anti-ballistic missile defense, equipping the prospective grouping of Russian ballistic missiles with them. The defense ministry said, according to the state-run media, man. Right, so this war is pretty much going to happen, man. Right? So this is what the scriptures say about this coming war, man. So this is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 16, and it says, "Behold," and who speaks is the Lord, man. Right? It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire." So the Lord has created the smith, man, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy, man. So it's the Lord that has given Esau the inspiration to create these nuclear weapons, man. Right? It's the Lord that put it in their mind, right? Put all the information in their mind, all the genius that they needed to create this weapon of destruction, man. Right? It's the Lord that creates all things. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, man. Right? So he's given them the power to create these ICBM missiles, right? That travel through continents, man. Right? That's all down to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So the Lord is with World War III, man. Right? At this stage, it's not time for peace, man. It tells you in Ecclesiastes 3 that there's a time for war, man. And we're currently in that time for war. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is 100% down with this war, man. Right? Because it's prophecy, most importantly. Right? Now this is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise." Right? Because that's how battles in ancient times used to be. You would have the clashing of the swords, you know, upon the shields. You know, you would hear all that confusion of noise, all the metals, you know, hitting each other and causing that array of noise, man. And garments rolled in blood. Because it was a hand-to-hand combat, man. Right? That's what wars of old time were about, man. Right? They were more raw in that aspect, man. Hand-to-hand combat. You know, thrusting through a man right in front of you, taking your sword out and moving on to the next guy, man. Right? But that's not how this coming war is going to be. And that's not how World War I was or World War II. But it says, "This shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Now this matches up with Isaiah 54 and 16, man. Right? Because it says, "Coals in the fire and bringing forth a work for destruction." Let's talk about that fire, man. Right? This war is going to be a war of nuclear fire, man. Right? That perfected fire that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is giving them to create, man. Right? Through them ICBM missiles, man. Right? So this will be with burning and fuel of fire, man. So that proves to you that this is a future prophecy right here, man. Right? This is a future prophecy. Right? Because they weren't using burning and fuel of fire and ICBMs back in ancient times because they simply was not created yet, man. Right? Now this is Revelations chapter 11 and verse 14. The second world has passed, talking about World War II, because war means destruction. And that was a great destruction, World War II, if you research that, man. You know, many millions and millions upon millions of people had been killed as a result of World War II. And behold, the third world cometh quickly. So the third war hasn't happened yet, but it has indeed begun, and it's coming quickly, man. And you're seeing that in the news. You're seeing that with articles like this getting posted every other day, right? Every other day you see an article regarding ICBM missiles, you know, being perfected, being tested by, you know, various nations across the world, man, because they're all preparing for this big war that's about to go down. But the main thing is that this is going to be a destruction and a terrible thing that's going to happen upon the earth. But the main thing and reason for it happening is for the deliverance of the Lord's people, which are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, for your father, and anyone that goes back to those people upon the earth through their father, man. So this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, talking about the angel, the archangel, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. Now who's the children of thy people? As I said, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was there since a nation, even at same time. And at that same time, thy people shall be delivered, man. So in the midst of World War III, our people are going to be delivered by the chariot of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Right? Similar to Independence Day, man. When you see that big chariot in the sky, and you know, it has that big beam coming from it, well, that's what's going to happen. It's a similar thing, and we're going to get beamed up, man. Those of us that are of the elect are going to get beamed up into that chariot, man. Right? Lord willing. You know, those of us that endure unto the end, that are faithful and true unto this gospel, man. Right? Because that's the whole reason for this happening, man. It's for the deliverance of the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Now, you know, with that, I'll say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and shalom to the Akim that's pushing his truth and sincerity, man.